Hi guys, thought I'd return tonight to Whiterocks. I was here on Sunday night with Alistair Hamill and discovered a new photo opportunity. Tonight I've sort of thrown caution to the wind. There's mixed reports of rain and just sort of looking over to the clouds behind me. They may be true, but the location I've got in mind here is known as the Giant's Head. I'm hoping to get a bit of good light before the rain comes, because this area is getting very sort of late in the season, but where the sun won't shine into it anymore at sunset. So I'm just hoping that I get something that will work before I head home. A couple of shots in mind that I've eyed up already. The first one is the elephant, or the Giant's Head. As you can see here, obviously a giant's head. And there's actually another face in there with a big long nose, which you can see when the light hits it in certain ways. But yeah, I'm just going to play around with a few compositions here and see what the light sort of brings out. I think I have to abandon my primary shot of the Giant's Head. This is the head here, and there's actually another one here facing over to the right. I just can't get the composition I want. I originally wanted a shot sort of similar to this composition, with this part of the land sort of curving out towards the head, but strangely enough I can't quite get it on my digital SLR camera. Well, I can't get it without sort of foreground rocks like this here, which is just sort of ruining it for me. And also the light's pretty flat in that direction. Well, the sky's nice, but the headland is pretty dull looking. There's just no real light on it at all. Ideally I would have wanted it to be down here, but I just can't get down. There's a sort of crevice in between that's full of water. You can get down over there, but it's very, very slippery, so I'm not going to risk it. But I've sort of moved on to a secondary shot that I noticed the other night, and it was using these rocks here as leading lines towards the sunset. But unfortunately there is a lot of cloud, very fast moving cloud, so I've got a few sort of dramatic shots with the cloud moving, ranging from 30 seconds up to 5 minutes I've tried. I'm going to hang about here just for another while, just to see if these clouds do clear, although I'm pretty doubtful because there's predicted rain due in later on. You can see with the camera here, again I've got a Lee 0.9, that's a 3-stop ND grad filter. That there holds back the brighter sky and stops it being overexposed. And then in behind that I did have a big stopper, which is a 10-stop filter, to allow me to get a long exposure on the water, but it was pushing the exposure up to 5 minutes, which was far too long. I was losing all detail in the clouds. So I've changed to a little stopper, which is 6 stops, so that's brought it down to about sort of 30 seconds, 45 seconds, 1 minute exposures roughly, just depending on the level of light. You can see here the sort of shot I'm going for at the minute. The sort of portrait orientation again, and using these rocks here as leading lines, you know, is something I really do like, just sort of lines in the landscape. I just wish the sky would clear and get some good light. I might actually come back another day and try the Giant's Head again, or try a simpler composition like that there without anything in the foreground. But sure, we'll see how it goes. It's part of the fun. Well, that's sunset over, I'm afraid, folks. Sun didn't really come out at all. There was tiny glow on the horizon, but no colour in the sky. As you can see here, it's very moody looking and looks like it's raining on its way as predicted. I'm not quite sure if I got a shot I wanted. I was, like I showed you earlier, I was looking at a sort of portrait orientation of these rocks. But then at the very last minute, just before the sun went down, I decided to try a landscape format. Sorry, this format is video shooting at the minute. But earlier on I tried it and I just couldn't get the composition. But I've actually got my tripod in a rather precarious position at the minute. Just right on the very edge with one leg very low down. And it's really a good job that I trust this tripod. But I'll just let you see one of the shots here. I'm not sure if it works or not. Let's see. No, it's not focusing. It's looking very overexposed on this camera here, but you can't really tell here, I'm afraid. For some reason it's getting blown out on the phone. So I don't know whether to just stick with the shots I've got, or possibly come back when there's better light. I normally go for sunny shots, but sometimes it's maybe good to get something totally different, really sort of brooding dark shots with the clouds that we're moving across. I'm gonna have a nosy around, just try to see if there's any other sort of potential shots again. I mean, I still would love to get the giant's head. I don't know whether you get better angles up there, or I would love to get down there, but I just don't know how. There's also a huge cave up here, which we seen the other night. I don't know how to get into that. And then you can see the sea arch that I was on top of last week. And then there's Whiterocks beach there, and then leading over to Portrush, and then Donegal. So I'm going to wrap up here and head home and see what I've got on the big screen.